What is up, everybody? This is Filthy Hoops Casual. I wasn't going to record a video until I got the sound fixed. Should be up sometime in the next couple days whenever the cable arrives. Um, but there was obviously a trade with Donovan Mitchell to the Cavs. It was Lauri Markkanen, Colin Sexton, and then like three unprotected first rounders and two pick swaps. So it's the next 5 years they own the Cavaliers pick. So this okay, so two things. I'm gonna start off with the RJ Barrett thing because obviously I'm a Knicks fan. I think I would 10 out of 10 rather have RJ Barrett and two unprotected picks than the package they got from Cleveland. So and the fact that that's the case, and I don't mean that like as like a Nick just purely as a Knicks fan. I mean like that in the sense that the Knicks didn't really want to trade RJ, and that actually kind of makes me feel good about this front office just a little bit. And it feels nice to have like a Nick first rounder actually re-sign with the team for like once. So props off to that. So or hats off to that. The whole thing with the Cavs and Jazz now, I think this was the best situation Donovan Mitchell could have been traded into. The Cavs keep essentially their entire core. And they also get Donovan Mitchell. And yeah, there's the whole 6-1-6-1 thing with Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell. I fully believe that Darius Garland, with more effort, could be a like he's already proven that he could be a part of a system on a plus positive team last year. So yes, he's 6'1" and Donovan Mitchell 6'1". It's gonna be wild, but we'll see how much effort that these players can give. Because like now, this is like you got Evan Mobley, you got Darius Garland, you got Donovan Mitchell, who are all under the age of 26. I think Darius Garland's 22, Evan Mobley's like 20 or 19 or some shit, and Donovan Mitchell is 25, 26, something like that. But, like they're all super young, so this is the spot to make it work for all of the players. And honestly, and with Jared Allen's still young. Like, bro, these guys have the Cavs are going to be dangerous for the next 4 years. I don't know if they will win a title, but they are going to be a consistently strong playoff team for the next 4 years. For sure. And it wouldn't surprise me that if they managed to keep this core together, if they did win a title at some point. I think they're perfectly capable enough and talented enough. The one issue I'm gonna have is Donovan Mitchell's really used to having the ball in his hand. Yes, he was playing with Mike Conley, but Mike Conley's trade is kind of on the low side. Guy doesn't like yeah, they ran pick and rolls with him, but it was the Donovan Mitchell show. I'm curious about whose quote unquote team it's going to be, because Donovan Mitchell's clearly the best scorer, but Darius Garland is a great scorer and also a fantastic passer. So I'm I would personally prefer to think of it as Darius Garland's team, just because he's a point guard, he runs the offense, so that's going to be his team. Even though Donovan Mitchell, I think, is going to be the best player, if that makes sense. You know, and maybe I'm just partial to point guards because I'm a point guard. Well, yeah, that's probably exactly what it is. But anyways, I think that as far as Jazz goes, they lost on this trade. I don't think they got anywhere near like yeah, they got like a bunch of picks for Donovan Mitchell, but like I'm like Colin Sexton, who's like good, he's a 20-point game scorer, but he's like kind of toxic and also has very little what's it called? I just don't think he's that like he doesn't do any of the little stuff. He just scores. He doesn't, he doesn't get handsy on defense. He just scores. He doesn't, get in passing lanes and run like no, he just chuck shots. So that's kind of how I feel. But either ways, um, thank you so much for watching the video. and sound and audio quality will be fixed.